Hello, hello. Welcome to your timeless North Node reading here on North Node Alchemy. My name is Samara. Welcome and welcome back. So, in this round of readings, we are accessing information in your Earth Star chakra, which is an important chakra to be in tune with. It holds the information of your what we call the sacred invitation. So, the invitation that was sent out to your soul to come to Earth during this time of great growth, expansion, and transition. That chakra, the Earth Star chakra, is overlit by the Archangel Sandalphon. And on this particular card for the Archangel Sandalphon, it says, tune into your divine potential, bring the world into harmony. If you have worked with your Earth Star chakra before, you may have seen it come in kind of a range of colors between brown and silver. When I started working, excuse me, I just woke up. When I started working with my Earth Star chakra, it was first showing up as a kind of a light metallic brown, and then it moved into a brownish, like a silvery brown, and now it's silver. So that was my journey of activating, awakening, and strengthening my connection to my Earth Star chakra. It's important in your understanding your destiny, path, and purpose. So that's why it's popped into this these North Node readings where we focus on that aspect of our soul. Do remember that these are general readings. I'm just doing one intro for the whole collective. So these standard reminders, remember these are general readings, so not everything will resonate with you. But if it does resonate with you, or enough resonates with you that you feel like you want to know more, I do personal readings, and I have a particular reading called the personal extended reading that you can request. And that in that format, you can send me the link for whatever video or the title of whatever video resonated with you, and we will work from that basis and continue to clarify and expand based on the general reading that I've done here on YouTube. Last bit of information before we get started. This will be a kind of shortened version of my full North Node spread. So I usually use 6 or 7 decks even, and this time I'm only using 4 for this. So we'll be together for about 25 to 30 minutes. And okay, let's get started. Enjoy your reading. Hello, Scorpio North Node. Welcome to your reading. Let's jump right into your overarching energies at this time, whenever you encounter this reading. It is timeless, so hopefully there's something here for you, Scorpio North Node. We have fairies as your first card. Let's see. I'm not. Yeah, this one is rebirth. And then we have magical. It's a very interesting energy coming from your collective Earth Star chakra, Scorpio North Node. There is a strong inner child energy coming through your Earth Star chakras, since I'm reading them all together. Okay, so here is the deal, Scorpio North Node. If you haven't already checked my website to read at least the write-up, the summary of your North Node placement, then I encourage you to go check that out. But if you're familiar just with the signs, you know that Scorpio is the sign of transformation, death, rebirth. Yes. Birth, death, and rebirth, that cycle. And what we have here then, if you came to this lovely planet with the North Node in Scorpio, your soul is here to engage with that energy. So in your sacred invitation, there is a strong energy of reinventing yourself. And the interesting thing is with this energy of reinventing yourself is that the energy, your core energy, does not actually change. It's just how you express it in the world changes. So what is in what I'm getting from your earth star chakra is that there is a childlike essence to you that shall never be lost. You will find creative ways to live that energy out in the world, to communicate that energy with the world. But that seed of energy, that spark, will always be the genesis point of anything you create. And your creations will have so much more depth, meaning, power when it's connected to that. Now, when I say creations, we're not talking about simply, we're not putting that in a box. We're not limiting what a creation can be. You can create spaces. You can create a life for yourself. You can create a persona. Right? You can create art. You can create food. You can create a company. Right? We're all here as natural born, by birthright, by divine design creators. That is what we do. You are being encouraged to remember, and this is overseen by our lovely fairy friends, elemental beings who are playful, yet, they got feelings. They got feelings too. Some of you may have a very strong connection to fairies or had when you were younger, and you've let that fall to the wayside a little bit. You're being called back to that magical spark of life, to that childlike wonder of life, because childlike and childish are not the same thing, right? Childlike does not have to be immature or naive. There's simply a looking with fresh eyes and approaching with the spirit of everything is possible, rather than shutting down ideas before they've even been explored. So some of you are called here to work with children, write children's books, Scorpio North Node. Some of you, but for the most part, this energy is how deeply can you engage with your inner child, and how can that inner child be safe yet and expressed through and expressed in different ways under the safe guidance and companionship of your adult self. Yes. Let's get your tarot cards. We have the Knight. First was the Six of Voices and the Knight of Emotions. We have the Six of Inspiration and Justice in reverse. Not really taking reversals, but I will. I usually don't take reversals in this deck at all. But I'll take it as a signal and symbol. And they're pointing out to me as well that the card magical here is number 23, and it is, that adds up to 5. Then you have the Eight of Inspiration and the Page of Materials. What jumped out with that was the Nine of Inspiration and Temperance, and I'm not sure if I'm going to include them in the story or not, so I'll keep them to the side here until I've spoken. I've been spoken through, rather, is what I should say. All right, so we have the Six of Voices and the Knight of Emotions by the fairies. In your Earth Star chakra is the direction to move as your heart. Okay, so the camera cut off there for a second and I was talking to myself. So then let me recap. So the Six of Voices and the Knight of Emotions. This is about moving in the direction of your heart, allowing your heart to lead. And it has that energy of your inner child being the inspiration. They're leading the way, but they are guided, protected by your adult self, right? Many of you are being called to travel and go on adventures. So, for example, your inner child may dictate where and when, but your adult self will do the practical things of buying the tickets and packing your suitcase and, making sure your visas are in order, right? If that's the case. So some of you are being called to travel in the near future. You already feel that call. Some of you, it's coming later on. This does not have to be a traveling lifestyle. There's some of you where it's not that there's a lifestyle of traveling, but you need to go somewhere in particular. Somewhere in particular, there's earth energies that will awaken something for you in your Earth Star chakra. It may be on a certain ley line, an energetic line, a portal, energetic portal. They gave me the example of Glastonbury, for example. So, or you may be called to Egypt. There's a magical place for you somewhere where you're going to pick something up. Some of you are going to magical places regularly. Many small magical places. But here your heart is meant to lead you. Your heart is meant to lead and your mind is meant to do the practicalities of things with this Six of Voices. Now the Six of Inspiration comes in by the Justice card in reverse, where I feel that if you have had a lot of bullying in your lifetime, somehow just not being accepted for who you are, appreciated for who you are, that is going to change. And you're going to have at least one transformation in your life where you are going to be out of this world. You'll be unrecognizable to people. And the intensity of the transformation and the intensity of success that will come to you it will almost seem out of balance to other people, but they will not know the depth of what you really dealt with on a spiritual and emotional level. Perhaps it's something you never speak about, or once again, people just don't see you, so they don't know that you didn't deserve certain crappy treatment. I mean, that should be a given, but that's the energy I'm getting from this. You have a rebirth or two in your what do I want to call it? Invitation, in your contract, if you will, that will really seem like this is not even fair. How did this person get all of that? What did they do to receive such blessings and such? You came here to receive them. You had some ego deaths that have to happen. The reason you're getting your blessings, or such depth and richness of blessings, is because, well, okay, do you want me to say it this way? What you will receive in terms of those blessings and this six of inspiration will be in direct correlation to how much you surrender, how much of your ego, how much of the persona you've built up you are willing to surrender in order to get back to the, what's the word I'm looking for? Give me a word. The core of who you are, your core light, your core spark. And that is where the magic is. Your core spark is also in this creation of magic, and the eight of inspiration in reverse, and the page of materials. So you're being called at this time to work on something very specific, is what I'm getting. And I'm getting, because there's something you need to, okay, I'm saying there's a lesson that you need to integrate. There's a lesson that you need to integrate before these things can happen. And this is something for you to remember at all times. When you are approaching a transformation, when you can feel something is shifting, something wants to change, and you're in that mode of, you're feeling frustrated because things are not changing or not changing fast enough, it's because there is some skill, some kernel of wisdom, there's something, there's a key that you are supposed to take with you. There is a key that you are supposed to take with you that will help you move from, you need to become a student of your own life. Whenever there's stagnation, it's time for you to become a student of yourself and of your own life in order to get back to the light, to the core of yourself, in order for the next chapter to begin. So that you move into the next phase having fully embraced, taking all of the knowledge and wisdom with you that is meant for you, that will assist you. You know, you need to complete the level. You need to save the princess from the tower before you can go on to the next assignment. Yes. So if you're feeling a slowdown now, it's because there's something that you need to gather. Okay, let's see who's coming in to help you, or who do you need to embody in order to align with this divine path at this time. These ones I'm definitely not taking in reverse. Yeah. So we start with the chiromancer, delivering news, collaboration. Okay. Then you have the astronomer, discovery, augury. And then you have the fate, accepting help and guidance. Okay, chiromancer. Wow. Oh, I feel that you're going to, bottom of the deck, the founder, foundations, community. You're to be looking to your spirit team, your guides, to nature, to the subtleties of life to find messages. You may have someone who's completely just like a homeless person, a random person on the bus or in the mall that somehow says something to you that sets off an alarm bell. That's one. Some of you need to go to a reader, personal reader in person, or someone who does spiritual work, to sort some things out. Let me show you which card I'm talking about. To sort some things out. Some of you need to find out more about yourself. And with all of these elemental symbols in this card and with the astronomer coming after this as well, there's more for you to learn about yourself in terms of your star makeup, your cosmic makeup. And this one pathway to it could be, this is astronomer, not astrologer, but I'm getting the stars regardless. Some of this is to looking at the stars and your placements and understanding. Already, if you're here attending or listening to a North Node reading, you probably know your chart or have an interest in your chart. There is something in understanding yourself from that perspective as well, what all of your placements mean, how they work together, what it means. To understand yourself more clearly. Some of you are very much star seeds, and if you don't know where your last star seed, let's say incarnation, or where you stepped through to come to this planet, if you don't know where that is, you're being encouraged to find it out. Yeah. I feel you're also coming into connection with more people who are of that frequency. They just exist on a different wavelength. And you're being invited to open yourself up to that. The fate, accepting help, guidance, yeah, this is, to me, connected. You're going to meet people that you are connected to spiritually, soul family, soul tribe. They are meant to help you. You are to open yourself up to having other people help reveal to you the lesson that you need to move forward. Let's get your final oracle, or 2, 3. Okay, they want me to bring out the card that was at the bottom of the deck here. And I feel because you are stepping into a new community, so I'll just put them out here. You are, and you may, I feel that you're supposed to make new connections with some people who right now your connections with them are very loose for whatever reason. Not to read into it, but that's an intention you are being encouraged to put out there. And they want me to stress that even if you're the founder, doesn't mean you have to be the leader. It just means you invite people to be together. You may be the one that brings up the idea of having a monthly witches meeting, or monthly meditation, or hike, just putting it out there. Okay, see, now that message is done, now I have your finals. So you have tranquility, violet, positivity, marigold, and I feel like Okay, no, they want marigold down there. And then, last but not least, we have, what else do we have for Scorpio North Node? I don't feel that is that one. I feel that it's one of these. What else do we have for Scorpio North Node? Final oracle, please. Oh, we do got two more. So, happiness, marjoram, and hope, daffodil. Okay, so a lot of positive energy here. I feel this is a very happy ending here. I feel that it's going to be a very happy ending. And in this whole thing, I feel that there's only inner work. I haven't seen any outer challenges that are being predicted or being shown to you. It's like you have the key. You have the key. And the key, every time that you encounter anything that feels like boundary, barrier, limitation, stress, challenge, is to what is my pathway back to my inner spark and back to my inner peace. That is the pathway of truth for you. That is your Earth Star pathway. Sometimes on that pathway, obviously, those decisions are not the easiest ones to make. We're emotionally attached to people. We're ego attached to people. We have what we consider earthly obligations to people, places, and things. But that always finding the way back to the inner spark and being joyful, hopeful, and peaceful about, I know where I'm going. I'm going back to me. I'm going back to the magic in me because that's where the magic lives. And every time I go back there, I create more magic. That's it. That's what I came here to do. And that's what I'm going to do. Yes. Sounds like a very easy assignment, but I will not minimize it. I take my hat off to you, Scorpio North Node, and I wish you all the best in your journey. I hope this was helpful to you. Do remember that I am available for personal extended readings if you want to go deeper into this reading or any other reading on either of my channels. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.